Please leave me alone. From Rhino readers. It was sunrise. Zoe the baby elephant woke up. She crawled onto her big sister Monty. Monty, Monty, wake up! Let's go and play, said Zoe. Monty let out a little snort. Zoe began to prod her. Leave me alone, groaned a bleary-eyed Monty. Monty was fed up of being woken up like this every morning. Monty headed off to get breakfast. She stretched up into a tree and picked some leaves. She was about to put them in her mouth when Zoe appeared and snatched some. Tasty leaves, snorted Zoe. Monty gave her sister a stern glare and stormed off. Later that morning, Monty saw her friends playing. She went to join them. They ran at each other, locked their trunks together and laughed with joy. All of a sudden, Monty felt a tug on her tail. Please, can I play? asked Zoe. No, you're too little, snapped Monty. She brushed Zoe away with her trunk. But the other elephants liked playing with Zoe. They asked her to join in. She enjoyed playing chase with them all, but she kept getting in Monty's way. Leave me alone, moaned Monty as she stormed off. Monty headed off to the waterhole to have some time alone. She was just about to have a drink when Zoe appeared. I love playing in the water, cried Zoe. Coming through. Zoe dashed into the water and started to spray Monty. Please, leave me alone, yelled Monty. Zoe plodded off to the other side of the waterhole. Her head and ears drooped low. Quietly, Monty sat at the side of the water and gazed around her. She saw 2 cranes snuggling together. She saw 2 zebras rolling around in the mud together. She saw 2 baboons dancing together. Monty spotted Zoe alone on the other side of the waterhole. She felt awful. She hadn't meant to upset her little sister. Maybe Zoe and I should spend more time together, thought Monty. When Zoe prodded Monty the next morning, Monty didn't groan. She opened her eyes and rubbed her trunk against Zoe. Zoe and Monty smiled at each other. At breakfast, Zoe joined Monty under the trees. Monty was happy to see her. Even when Zoe took some leaves out of Monty's trunk, Monty didn't mind. That afternoon, Monty and Zoe played together with the other elephants. Even when Zoe held onto her tail, Monty was happy to pull her around. Even when Zoe got in Monty's way, Monty wasn't annoyed. She just smiled at her. Soon, Monty and Zoe were both worn out. Let's have a rest and cool down, suggested Monty. Together, they headed to the waterhole. Monty quickly ducked under the water. Zoe looked around. Her big sister had gone. Suddenly, Monty jumped up and started to squirt Zoe. Zoe squirted her back. The 2 sisters had so much fun together, splashing and soaking each other. Monty smiled happily at Zoe. Have you had a good time today? Asked Monty. The best, shouted Zoe with a trumpet of happiness. Monty could not wait until tomorrow when they could play together again. It wasn't so bad having a little sister around after all. The end.